Episode 215. This weather is terrible. The worst it's ever been. Low visibility, high chance of getting struck by lightning. Good thing we're not going to be here any longer. At least not right now. I figured now that Komori helped out the Moogles with whatever they're doing here, she decides it's a good time to make the rounds. By which I mean, I kind of need to do that now. I have some rank up quests ready to turn in for the Vanu Vanu and the Vass. So immediately following doing that with Moogles, we'll do that. Starting with the closest and the society we haven't seen in the longest time, the Vass. It'd be faster to go from here. Still not sure which is faster to fly from. Tailfeather is like longer in a lateral distance, as you can tell from the map. When you fly from here in Enix Shrine, you kind of have to go around this outside door or over the wall. And the time doing that little bit of a detour, well, I don't know if it makes you take longer. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're not doing the rounds as a alchemist. We're doing it as a black mage, although I do have a quest to turn in as a gladiator, just because I've been getting my experience on that class. I got a little bit of experience on black mage before I switched to gladiator. And that leveled me up to level 62, which by the way gave me this. I actually thought I'd only get it until later, but we now have the option to return to our ley lines with that ability. Didn't even have to do a job quest for it. But we'll do the rank up quest as a black mage, just because. It seemed like it took days for the sun to set when I had no purpose. Now I barely notice until the braziers are lit. Our guild is so busy. Master is so generous to help us with our clients' tasks. After the guild was constructed, we did not know where to begin. But we watched you, and we learned many things. We traded cannons with rewards, we traded 4 cannons with rewards we reaped for our colony's defense. Although they are not new, they should work well enough, but there is a problem. We have no fire sand to use them if they are needed. I sought to find sulfur, to make our own stock, but the One Mind has claimed all of the deposits for themselves, and they guard them fiercely, very fiercely. I asked Marcichan where else I could procure fire sand. He spoke of a group of fleshlings who slay dragons for glory, dragon slayers. They live far in the south, in the land the hunters call Cortis. Do you know of them? Far in the south, huh? It's so funny that they call it far in the south when this is just literally adjacent to that area. How wide the world is and how small it seems. Or how large it seems to these people. It's the other way around. The world seems small to us, just because it's a video game, but I guess they're supposed to be like moms and moms of distance between the areas. He said these dragon slayers use cannons much like ours, but bigger. Much bigger. Bigger cannons must mean lots of fire sand, yes? Will you come with me to speak with them? Okay, we like cannons. Thank you. This will be a long journey for me. Very long. I must prepare. Let us meet at the edge of the forest. I'd say we're around here, right? At the foot of the mountain on the map. So going to Cortis, I guess it is a bit of a trek, isn't it? If you consider the distance between the Black Shroud and Thanalan. Well, not about the same. There's like a lot of desert and whatever you would call the arid, not desert land, next to the forest. Just thinking about the size of the place. Don't think I have a solid grasp of how big it really is. I mean, I guess it is supposed to be like Africa, right? That's the whole point. And over here is Japan. So it's supposed to be like approximately the same size, I guess. Maybe. But then it could be like a, what's that? anime. Like the situation from... Am I forgetting its name? This wouldn't happen if I wasn't recording myself. Log Horizon, that's the one. Where the MMO is basically just 1/3 the size of Earth or something. That's how it is, like, actually physically in the anime or whatever. But lore-wise for Eorzea, maybe they could do something like just saying, oh, our Aetheris is just 1/3 the size of Earth or something. Who knows? I don't. I am nervous, Master. I have never traveled beyond the borders of the Hunter's camp. What awaits us in the south? Snow? These whispers. The One Mind. Die. Get that out for next time. Forgive me, Master. Their voices, they frighten me. My head aches. They drown out my own thoughts. I lose the will to move. Ah, no. It is no excuse. All adventurers face many trials. This is my own to overcome. We must press on to Cortes. What a beautiful land. Everything looks so clean. But my body shivers, as if I had fallen in a river. Not used to cold? Don't they have cold where you're from? I feel cold all of the time. What an unpleasant feeling. Yes, most unpleasant. Let us hurry and find the leader of these dragon slayers. There isn't really weather. I mean, there's weather, obviously, but there's not like seasonal changes in Eorzea. The only place that ever really happens is in main city-states as a decorational thing, whenever there's snow for some event or something. What if there are any MMOs that do seasonal changes? Sounds like a lot of work. I'd want to do it in real time, though. If you do seasonal changes that feel like seasons move way too fast, that would be... well... it would just feel kind of hurried. I want to take my time with an MMO. Never thought we'd see these guys again. An apprentice? Well, well. So where is this aspiring adventurer? By the Fury, an enormous armed crab. I knew this day would come. 'Tis my reckoning for the many nights I buttered and supped upon its kin. No matter. I have no regrets. What a character. What a reaction. I like that. What a strange greeting. I am the vast Deft Arm, an adventurer who will perform any task you require, but I request fire sand as my reward. Haha, I must be dreaming. A talking crab, and one requesting fire sand at that. You speak as if we have aught to spare. Yet if this is a waking dream, then I might as well entertain this crab's offer. That is the correct attitude to have. Slay the lesser dragons which plague our camp at present, and fire sand you shall have. There is little glory for us in slaying such frail fiends, yet you, as a greenhorn, might find it a suitable challenge. But I have never killed a dragon before, even a small one. You said you would perform any task, did you not? I gave you my conditions. Go on, rid us of the dragon nuisance. How about a bundle of sapling branches for arrow shafts instead? Surely you are in need of quality arrows to take care of your foes yourself. We have no need for primitive sticks when we can procure the finest arrows from Ishgard. If you will not do as bade, then I have no use for you. What should I do? I cannot kill a dragon. I could not even face the One Mind. Perhaps I cannot be useful after all. Stop being dramatic, says Komor. Cut the dramatic music. But he asks an impossible task. How is one of my size able to rid his camp of an entire horde of? But of course, killing the dragons is beyond my skills, but driving them away is a vast specialty. Master, I have a plan. Could I ask you to prepare a fire outside of the camp? I will return once I have found the herbs I need. Prepare a fire, huh? Herbs? For burning? I have heard tales of smoke screens used to keep dragons at bay, but never seen it done. I suppose you will need some firewood. This takes me back. Oh, you're just giving it to us? We're not gathering it? Well, that's okay. Now I find myself wondering if enormous talking crabs taste the same as silent ones. Tastes like crab, talks like people. No, Jantalo. Stop it right there. This is exactly where we had that first time, right? Where Afrinode gathered firewood. Good times. And now here we are starting a fire ourselves. Not really the same, but still. Our scouts have spotted a group of lesser dragons approaching from beyond the ridge. Now then, where is that apprentice of yours? How should we know? I found them. I found them. Set these withered herbs ablaze. It will create a thick smoke that offends the senses of the dragons nearby. They will have no choice but to retreat. This had better work. If I find you have wasted my time, I shall be most displeased. See for yourself. Fantastic. A non-violent way to settle Dravanian human disputes. This will work wonders for the anti-war efforts, and Komor can take all the credit. By the Fury, it does work. The little bastards flitted away, with their tails between their legs. My apologies for doubting you, adventurer. We shall take as many herbs as you can offer, and you will receive due compensation, of course. Fire sand, was it? Oh, yes. It is my pleasure to serve. If you have other tasks for us, please send word to our guild in the west. You have a guild. Excellent, excellent. If it means the convictors will be spared their time to concentrate on the larger threats at hand, you can count on our patronage. I am glad I did not give up, although it felt like slaying the dragons would be less work. Did I read that right? Although it felt like slaying the dragons would be less work. Didn't he just say it was impossible for him to slay the dragons? Oh, I see, because he was having such trouble with his task here. Got it. My legs grew so cold in the snow, I feared they might freeze and snap. Let us return home. I must speak with a storyteller about our new client. Guess you don't have to worry about putting out a fire in the middle of the snowy wasteland. No risk of forest fire. Don't think I ever really noticed the lights on over in Enix Shrine at night. I guess they have like a big fire or something going on inside or whatever. All I can really think of is that one big crystal in the center. Never really took notice of any wall sconces or whatever. Do dragons use wall sconces? I'll have to check next time. Oh, he's over here. The Deft Arm. He has not returned to the colony yet. He was not with you? Okay. We're gonna have to search. Just right outside the camp, though. Or the colony. I went the wrong way. Forgive me, my lateness, master. I was unsure of the path. Oh? Okay. We have secured much fire sand for our cannons. Much fire sand. The colony's defense will be guaranteed as long as we maintain relations with the Dragon Slayers. How vast this world is, and I am hungry to see more of it. But for now, the guild needs tending. Our clients have many tasks for us. Until next time, Master. We got cannons. The Chocobo chick loves them. The Convictors are now clients of the Adventurers Guild. We're now trusted. And we got the daily bonus of 3 extra quests for ranking up. How much do we actually have, like, in terms of allowances, though? Because it's a new day after the last episode. Oh, I don't have any? I guess it's not a new day. Wait, was I playing after the date turned over, technically, last time? Well, shit. That means all of our bonus quests or whatever we can't accept them. Crap. I can at least turn this in. Okay, well, we have lost out on efficiency, I guess, but that's fine. What really matters is doing all of the Moogle quests as much as possible, as quickly as possible, because that one is going to take the longest. If I recall correctly, I can just teleport. Next over here. It was important for me to turn in that quest after I do the rank up so I get the reputation, which is why I had it saved. The way these rank ups work, they don't have perfect math where doing 3 every day or something will get you the rank up. For some reason, sometimes doing 1 quest will get you enough to get to the rank up quest, and then the remaining quests are just something you'll have to turn in later or something. Komoy, many from Oxundu come to share in Ranu Valley and Inuvanu's wisdom. Like trees in grove, our roots become more intertwined each passing day. Ranu shares the secrets of Gundu botany, and Inu spends long hours exchanging advice with Zundu cloudfishers. Inu swells with pride at success of village, but shame still nags at her, like single mate buzzing in ear. If she cannot perform Sundrop dance in heat of battle, then she is no more use to village than newborn hatchling. But now is not the time for self-pity. Ranu Valley's friend from Oxundu tells intriguing story about cooking fires. While delivering tribute to Vundu, Ranu's friend noticed his group mercilessly beating Vanu, wearing Kundu colors. Another Gundu approaches the group, shouting, "No more violence," but the Vundu mocks his pleas and chase him from the village. Inuvali has an old friend, Jinuvanu, who says same thing ever since nestling days. Komoy, you must help him before he faces punishment for his words. Komoy does not fear violent Vundu use. Nope, she doesn't. She'll beat up any violent Vundu use. And non-violent ones too. These. Come to Vundu. Vundu Ok Bendu was Zinuvali. With Komoi's help, we bring friend back safely to Ok Gundunaki. Will do. How far is that? I didn't see it on the map. Oh, way over there. Okay. Well, I guess we're in for a flight. There's a way to increase your mount's flying speed and just your speed in general, I guess. In every zone, pretty much, with a riding map. I forget how to get them, though. Sometimes they're offered during events as an alternate way to get them. I think I did that a lot on my main character. They might be tied to... well, I know for later regions, they're tied to fates. As in, you have to do a bunch of fates and get these bicolor gemstone reward things. They might be related to fates here, or... I think they're actually related to hunt stuff. It shouldn't matter too much. I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time flying around. Since this isn't my main character, and I'll be moving from one area to the next as I go to the next expansion. Ninu sees no Vundu patrolling area, but we must act quickly. Like storm during monsoon season, they are never far away. Here, take bones of Senua Komoi. Ninu cars mark only her and Jinuvanu recognize. Sometimes I have to reread a sentence. It happens quite often, I guess. When Jinu sees Mark, he knows that Ninu comes to rescue him. Place bones throughout Vundu Okbendu, in trail leading to hiding spot, and he follows. Jinuvanu spends many moons under brutal rule of Vundu, and he may fear consequence of being captured. But when Linuvali tells him of Okundunaki, the promise of a new home gives him courage to come with us. Komoi, place bones around Vundu Okbendu, and guide Jinuvanu back to us. Is it Jinu or Ginu? I think it would be Ginu? I'll just say Ginu. Linuvali keeps watch for any Vundu patrols. Actually, if I'm thinking about like Japanese katakana, I guess it could either be Jinu or Ginu, depending. I wouldn't know. Well, we call them the Gundu, so I'm just going to assume Ginu. Maybe. This guy knows not to mess with us. They all do. They're all scared. So what if we're leaving a trail of bones? No one's going to question it. It's beyond their pay grade. I'm thinking about the reward that we get for this. Or one of the rewards we get for this society questline stuff. I'm just wondering how it's going to look on Komoi. Don't think I've ever seen it on a Lalafell. It might look good, it might look terrible. Kind of picked a bad time for thumbnails and all that during cutscenes. Oh well. The bones guide Ginuvanu to us, and now we wait. Gundu rebels, surrender or else. Haha, as ever. Linu scares easily as nestling lost in dark. When Ginu sees marks on bones, he knows his friend is calm. Quite a size difference. I mean, between Komoy and the rest of them, it's like a whole nother level, but just seeing the difference between Ginu Vanu and Linu Vali kind of feels like they have more personality in their size, even if you can't really see it in in anywhere else. Well, I guess you can see it in the flower crown, but that's kind of cheating. Ginu, to meet again brings Linu great joy. He looks healthy as crops after nourishing spring rain. Linu flees along with other Gundu, and this netherling rescues us from capture. Thanks to her help, tribe receives gift from Zundu, a new island to call home. Ginu Vanu, return with us to Alt Gundu Naki, and share knowledge of Gundu carpentry to make our modest village grand. Do not fear. Komoy guides us safely back. If Ginu says no, he is more foolish than Vanu who plants seeds during drought. No matter how modest village is, it is surely preferable to suffering longer under Vundu abuse. A Vundu patrol. Quickly, hide before they pluck our feathers and throw us in sky cages. Wait, Linu practices Sundrop dance every dance day and night, and now the time comes to prove herself. But the Vundu look fierce, and Linu cannot hope to strike fear into their hearts without inspiration. Komoy, show Linu the dance of your tribe. Browse Linu's strength with your mighty dance, and she will send the Vundu fleeing, quickly. Unfortunately, she doesn't want our good dance, does she? No more violence. We must run or face wrath of Vundu scouts. We have this dance. I'm gonna guess you don't like it, though. No, Netherling. Komoy must dance. Fine. The dance of our people, is it? Always have to figure out where it is. Actually, right, the faster way is right over here. That wouldn't rouse my spirits, but I guess it works for Linu Vali. Linu feels the warrior spirit within her, coursing through her entire body. Now, Komoy, witness the awesome power of Linu Vali's dance. She's going. Although, she seems to be trembling. Or was that just my imagination? No, she's doing it. She's doing it. Ha, they run like cowardly Korgans. Komoy's dance reawakens Linu Vali's ferocity, and brings forth true might of her Sundrop dance. Come, let us return to Okzundu and speak with Sonu Vanu before patrol returns. Now that's a dance. Kinda wish we could replace any dance, any emote that is considered dancing for these quests that require you to dance. But I guess the way the game works, like, programming that is a bit of a pain. Chief Sonu, today Linu Vali brings before you Ginu Vanu, greatest builder of Gundu tribe, and a dear friend. Many Vanu tell stories of great Gundu architecture. It's true, we saw like those crazy whale-looking buildings. and today a renowned builder stands before us. Sanu has much interest in hearing Gunuvanu's wisdom. Sanu apologizes for his interruption. Forgive me, Chief Sonu. There is no need for apologies. Like the most precious of crystals, Gundu culture possesses many facets. All Zundu have much to look forward to, as our tribe grows closer. Many Vanu admire the techniques of Gundu crafters. With time, Oak Gundu Naki may become a village to rival the greatest in Vanu history. The traditions and techniques of the Gundu crafters are of great interest to Sanu. He looks forward to discussing much with them in the future. Oh god, this guy's finally glad to support the Zundu camp. He was kind of their most ardent detractor or whatever, every time we talked about giving them the island. Okundu Naki is alive with the sound of celebration, and the Inuvali finally dances. Like skies on clear summer day, she is free from worry. Occasion calls for a hearty feast. The Inuvali eats until stomach can hold no more, and then practices dance until sun itself smiles in approval. Alas, Okundu Naki still lacks a leader, a strong chief. Brother is yet trapped in Sky Cage, hanging somewhere in vast cloud sea. Although Brother's whereabouts remain a mystery, Linuvali swears to find him one day. Komoi, when that day comes, the Gundu may call on your aid once more. And the next upgrade to our little skyblock, we're actually getting architecture or something. Jinuvanu has started construction on the Chief's Roost. I guess we just started construction. We're not finished yet. It'll take some time. We're now friendly. And we have the bonus quest that we can't take. We can, however, turn in this. Oh, can we? Wait, hang on. Did the date turn over just now? No, what happened? Is it because I cleared out the queue of like my previous quest from yesterday? I was kind of worrying, or wondering, I guess also worrying, how hanging on to a quest from yesterday would work, because normally I just turn them in the same day I accept them. It seems like they refused to give me my allowance until I spent my previous day's allowance, or turned it in or whatever. Interesting. Well, I guess I can accept these bonus quests. Or can I? No, the bonus quests maybe disappeared, because there's only 3 here, or... well, I guess I'll see them off camera, or something, maybe. Anyway, that only took like about half the episode, a little more. The Moogle Society quest took way longer, for some reason. I guess it was like the first one, so... that and all the running around we did for the normal quests. But I did have a plan for what to do here if it ended up taking not that much time. It's actually a good thing, it was actually coinciding with what I wanted to do. Let's just say that Komoi, in wanting to help out the Moogles with something other than alchemy, like I said in the last episode, and being inspired by the vast Deaf Darm taking on a new form of a profession or whatever, she's going to do the same thing, and takes on a new profession. One inspired by... where is he? Ginu Vanu, our local architect. Foundation is First Hut. Of First Hut is complete, but this one must be special. Ginu Vanu is making home for Linu Vanu. It must be grand, like majestic Senua, flying over rainbow, a hut worthy of new chief. I think Komori thinks that's a good idea. That's the job that we're going to take on to help out the Mughals. We're gonna level up the, what's it called? The carpentry class, which I never did on my main character. Figured it might be a good thing to do on Komori. And also I thought it might be the closest thing that we can do to helping out the Mughals who are working on stone or whatever. Because there's no stoneworking class that's compatible with their questline. But as you can tell from Ishgard here, it seems to go hand in hand. They're always working on this scaffolding to work on their repairs for, I guess, the stone beneath the scaffolding. Hang in there, buddy. So Komori is going to work on her scaffolding skills. That is my excuse for the in-lore reason Komori is going to become a carpenter at this particular juncture in time. And of course, we're going to do that under the tutelage of the legendary Master Beaton. Master Beaton. Actually, I need to work on, well, the glamour, obviously. Some other time, but just so we don't end up in our underwear. Right, we can't wear that. Gotta be like level 1 stuff. Is this all we have? Well, we don't really need a hat to start with. Right, I knew I was hanging on to this for a reason. These level 1 things for crafting. Oh no. Ah, I don't have the gloves. Level 13. Okay, I guess I don't have level 1 crafting gear after all, but it should be fine. We'll just upgrade it whenever we get around to it, I guess. Do I? Alright, no level 1 gloves. And guess it doesn't really matter what I put on here. As long as I have shoes, pants, and a shirt, it should be fine. Damn it. I don't have shoes. What the hell? Where can I buy some level 1 shoes? You. Myzenta. She probably doesn't sell the gear that I need, but you probably don't really need Oh wait, not Ellison. That's not what we are. Probably don't exactly need the crafting gear, although it is actually not that far to the store. Just to teleport away. They probably do sell level 1 gear over there, right? We can just get the whole set for any future jobs that we pick up later. Which I don't really have planned, but just to keep in our inventory. There you are. Alright, give me a level 1 hat. We're already... Oh, he doesn't even sell like a level 1 shirt? Huh. There are no level 1 gloves. Or pants. Wait, I see. Well, okay. That's weird. Ah, the hat's level 5. I didn't even realize. Well, damn it. I guess there aren't actually level 1 crafting gear stuff, or whatever. Guess I didn't need that hat after all. Well, I have it now. Oh, I already had one. Just throw it away. What a waste. Okay, I guess we're buying from Myzenta after all. And actually, just in general, let's carry around level 1 gear for whatever job we might undertake that resets us to level 1. We'll just carry around this whole set of the Lalafell whatever stuff that I put into the... Oh, can't wear it? Right, this one. I put all of these into the glamour dresser, so this will now sit in my inventory as my default level 1 gear. Skins... No, the bloomers. And that one. Okay, there. And equip. Right, no hat. And we don't even have a level 1 hat anywhere. Except for this. Do we? Well, sure, just to keep the hat glamour. We'll put this into our glamour dresser later. Back to this, except with this. Do we have a level 1 thing? We do. Okay. And now we are ready to equip something new, I guess. As soon as I equip these. They're not really going to help us with any bonuses, but might as well equip them. Is this also level 1? No. Okay, there we go. We are ready to not be stripped of all our clothes as soon as we put on a new item. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Carpenter's Guild. We are the artisans who take wood and grant it new form and purpose as the archer's bow, the lancer's spear, and the novice's shield. Well, yeah, but mainly it's just for furniture, right? That's like the endgame. If carpentry holds any appeal, you should consider joining our guild. Might you be interested in learning the ways of woodworking? We are. Wonderful, wonderful. Now before we proceed, I think it only right that I acquaint you with our guild's storied past. Since the founding of Redania, we have built our homes and crafted our weapons from the trees of the Twelveswood. As our nation grew and prospered, the woodworker's repertoire expanded to encompass a greater variety of articles, and carpentry developed into an art. At first, there was no association of carpenters. Each individual worked and sold his services independently. However, the advent of water mills meant that more efficient construction methods were needed, along with formalized maintenance regimes, all of which necessitated organization. The Carpenters Guild was founded to oversee the operations of water mills and promote the cooperation between woodworkers. Now I must mention at this point that we owe much and more of our prosperity to the Great Loam Growery. Thanks to the hard-working botanists, we are blessed with the finest lumber in all of Eorzea. This confluence of ideal circumstances allows us to provide all manner of goods and services to the people of Gridania. My apologies, that was rather longer than I intended. Still, I trust you have gained a greater understanding of our guild. We expect our members to drink deep of the collected wisdom that the guild has amassed over the course of its history, to actively seek an understanding of wood and the techniques required to work with it, rather than simply waiting to be taught. We expect, in short, nothing less than total commitment to the craft. If you wish to start down this path, speak to me once more. I shall explain to you the enrollment process. Yeah, shut up about history and give us our big old saw. Would you like to learn more about the enrollment process? Give me the saw. Wonderful. I should mention at this point that Timbermaster Beaton assesses all would-be apprentices personally, so you will need to obtain his approval before you begin. Timbermaster Beating can be a harsh and unforgiving man, but if you love the craft and have the will to learn, you could ask for no better tutor. He is, quite simply, the finest carpenter in Gridania. Of course, it will take you some time and no small amount of effort and gil to comprehend the full extent of his teachings, but you may rest assured that he will not lead you astray. That said, when you meet him, I would advise you to choose your words carefully and, resist the urge to run away. Don't worry, we know all about Timbermaster Beaton's infamy. Another green adventurer come to play with saws? Yes, we are. Well then, I suggest you first speak with Oh, you've met with Korg, have you? That is well, but know that the decision to initiate you into the guild rests with me. Tell me true, adventurer. Have you a mind to devote yourself to the art of carpentry? We want to build scaffolding as high as the skybox, like Fortnite. The look on your face bespeaks determination, or mayhap trapped wind. Still, you look strong enough to hold a saw, and if your resolve is indeed genuine, I give you leave to remain, for the time being. However, you are useless to me in your current state. You are, as a seedling, some potential perhaps, but no more like to thrive than perish. Experience is what you require, girl, and I shall give you the means to acquire it. Take this saw. It is old, yes, but sharp as needs be. Now prove to me that you are not completely incompetent by taking up your new tool. Once you have done so, present yourself to me for inspection. He was trying to trick us into stripping us of all of our clothes right in front of him. Well, we're no greenhorn, we know how this works. It's kind of like a rite of initiation. Laugh at the newbie by making them run around in their underwear when they equip a new class or new item. Well, not us. It's almost a weapon. Almost. No, well... Oh wait, we're already... Right. I already had a level 1 thing, I guess I didn't need to... Well, whatever. In any case, we're getting another one, which I guess I can sell. Good. You have proven that you know how to grip a saw, but do not mistake it for a mere tool, for it is a part of you, of your arm. And can you put down part of your arm? No. Mark me then. If you do put it down, and worse, lose the bloody thing, I shall use mine own saw to demonstrate to you the pain of losing a limb. Ah, but I jest. One-armed carpenters are scarcely half as useful, in my experience. In any case, merely holding a saw does not make you a carpenter. Whatever some might think. You must become one with it, and learn to feel with it as you work the wood. To it, you must first know the wood. Demonstrate your knowledge by bringing me a length of maple lumber. Maple lumber is made from maple logs, just so. Our man Feriol by the entrance will furnish you with such logs for a nominal price. Of course, any fool knows that fresh-cut logs are laden with water. To guard against decay, we use wind shards to hasten the natural drying process. Do not forget to do the same. Crafting log. We're back in this. Back to buying things from the guy at the front of the guild. At least only for a little while. He said logs, right? Well, he said maple, so I assume this. Just give me like, I don't know, 99 of them. No, that's too much. Give me 20. And since the stage is empty, we'll use it. Oh no. No. Well, I'll have to do all of this off screen again. Right, I forgot I have to work with the buttons here. It's just going to be the same as the alchemist, like the placement and everything. But it's going to be a pain to have to do all of that. Oh well. Damn it, it was maple logs. What can we make with these though? Nothing? Why'd I even buy these? Damn it. What a waste of gil. Or where the hell were the maple logs? I couldn't find them. I must have scrolled right over them, as I am wont to do. There it is. Give me 20. Looks like Gideon Ninth is also doing the rank up quests. No, 20 does not divide nicely into 3. That was a lot of levels. Just quick synthesize the rest of them. And just give us that last one. Not in my usual place, these buttons. Don't have to get used to it, though. As I mentioned before, Ferial has maple logs in his stock, as well as many other materials you may require. Or, if you are ready, show me what you have brought. We tried to make some lumber out of twigs. Our rookie mistake, but we corrected ourselves. Yes, I feel it. The wood tells all. There were no careless cuts. Saw and carpenter moved as one, as if dancing. I'll have you know, we learned from a pretty good dancer and carpenter ourselves. Actually, I guess we don't know if Ginu Vanu was a dancer. I just assume all Zundu are dancers. Do you see this grain? How it flows softly, like syrup. Durable, yet pliant. Suitable for weapons and armor both. This, child, is maple. Trace the grain with your fingertips and memorize the lines. Consider every characteristic when choosing your materials. That is what it means to know the wood. Do you feel it, Komoi? Do you feel the wood? Do you know the wood? Is it burning in your soul? Like firewood? The maple lumber you have brought me is acceptable. You have passed the first test. Yet for all it has grown, your knowledge is still lacking. You must needs learn more. A true carpenter knows the qualities and uses of every tree in the forest. When you know the lines of the maple better than those upon your own hand, return to me. I shall have another test for you. Until then, child. Apparently you know the lines of the wood better than your own hand at level 5, which is what we're beyond. It is plain from your bearing that you and your saw have begun to move as one, as true partners. Good. You are ready for the second test. You must be the wood. Before, you brought me maple lumber to demonstrate your knowledge of wood. This time, you will demonstrate your ability to create with it. I bid you craft me 3 maple shields. For this you will require maple lumber and bronze rivets. As you would expect, our guild supplier Ferial has no shortage of that which you require. Should you desire a more economical solution, however, you might consider a more traditional method of acquisition. Many materials essential to our craft are harvested by our steadfast allies, the botanists of Great Loam Grovery. Were you to befriend one of their number, you might be able to come to a mutually beneficial arrangement. Or if you would rather not be beholden to another, you could even try your hand at botany. Now go, and do not disappoint me. He wants us to craft shields. Komoi, does not believe in shields, but she'll do it, just because it's her job. What do I need again? Oh, well, we have plenty of maple lumber, and I guess we'll take 12 bronze rivets, why not? Do we have... We do. Might as well, right? Oh, that's not a lot. How much of this do we need? Oh, that's not going to pass. Did I lose those materials? I think I did. Well, that's fine. My fault for not equipping stuff. There. And do this. Alright, now let's actually make sure. Oh, that's still not very good. Still do 2, I guess. I could have waited until we got good again. Oh well. Well, we got the high quality anyway. There's only 24% chance. I think with how low our stats are, there's a pretty good chance that we might fail if we do quick synthesis, so just going to do this. We kind of get a little bit of experience for doing high quality stuff, but there's probably not much point in doing it at this low of a level. Two more. Then we'll be level 10 and ready for the next quest. It's always like this at the start. Actually, I guess it's just always like this, leveling up a crafter or a gatherer. Well, gathering is at least going out into the world, but crafting is just kind of sitting around with your crafting log. What's this? Have you already bent the wood to your will? We have. Oh, the high quality? Yeah. Show him the high quality shield. You are no workaday carpenter. That much is plain. Well done, child. Your shields are most satisfactory. Even if she doesn't believe in shields, she'll still do a good job. The pattern of the grain, the lingering scent of maple. Your choice of materials is excellent, and the construction above criticism. Few carpenters can claim such skill. We're only level 10. The Elezen once favored shields of wood. Do you know this? Today it is not so. They, like your adventurer brethren, are wont to choose the surety of armorer's metal. But a shield of wood provides ample protection for a lower price. It is readily made and readily replaced if broken. And while not the most sturdy, and while not quite so sturdy, it may yet serve to spare a man his doom, just as readily as any shield of metal. To imbue shield and spear with your strengths, to pour your life into the wood, that others might preserve their own. That is what it means to be the wood. Do you feel it, Komoy? Are you the wood right now? I think she is. Such responsibility is not to be taken lightly, child. You have passed the second test, and in so doing, have earned this amateur's claw hammer. Though a saw will suffice for many tasks, a carpenter who wields blade and hammer both can perform his trade with greater ease. If you wish to improve as a carpenter, it is essential that you learn to use the two tools in combination. Continue to refine your skills, and return to me when you are ready to take the next step. We know all this. We only got one? Just give us this. Or do we really need these? Do we have these? I don't think we do. Just give us this for now, I guess. No, that just clog our inventory. Although, you know what? Better safe than sorry. Alright, great. And we can accept the next quest, which we'll do later. Komori has to meditate, though. She has to meditate on becoming the wood. No, sit on the chair. The wood chair. You have to become the chair. That's a weird way to sit on a chair, but maybe this is how Komori becomes the wood. I don't know. Komori is going to stare at the sky hammering away at this chair for hours and hours and hours, and in so doing, truly become the wood. And when she's ready, it'll be time for the next episode. That would be a good time to take a break.